In today's video, we will be going through the best Asian players to sign in FC24 career mode in every position. And for every budget, let's get into the video. Our first option for the goalkeeper position is Keisuke Nakamura. He is a 28-year-old Japanese goalkeeper and should be available for around 6 million. So would be very good for a team that is maybe trying to finish mid-table. If he is too expensive, then a low-budget option is Jo Hyun-woo. Coming in at 74 rated, you should be able to sign him for around 2 million. He is 31. But will be a good addition for a couple of seasons. The final option is Matthew Ryan. There aren't many great Asian goalkeepers, and Matthew Ryan is probably the best out there. He is quite an experienced goalkeeper and should be available to sign for around 5 million. We have to right-back options. The low-budget option is Seo Young-woo, a 24-year-old who can also play left-back and has plenty of time to grow. He should be able to sign for just under 3 million. The more expensive option is Yukinari Sugawara, at 23 years old. He has plenty of room to grow and is already a very solid right-back. He should be available for around 8 million, an absolute bargain. Moving on to center-backs now. Up first is Jang Seung-hyun, a 29-year-old center-back from South Korea. He has some really good defensive stats and is a steal. As you are able to sign him for only 1.3 million, I struggled to find some good cheap Asian center-backs. So I have thrown in two more experienced center-backs that you should be able to sign for cheap. The first of those being Simon Kjaer. 34 years old, he has plenty of experience and should be available for 5.6 million. The other one was Nicolas Otamendi, a World Cup winner who should only set you back about 8 million. He may be old, but he will certainly add quality to your backline. For the high-budget option, we went with Kim Min-jae. The South Korean is currently 84 rated, but he will certainly progress more. He should be available to sign for around 40 to 50 million. And he will be worth over 100 in a few years, so make sure to sign him now. For the left-back position, there aren't really any amazing Asian left-backs, so we have gone with two low-budget options. The first one being Kim Jin-soo, a very experienced left-back, and will set you back only 1 million. The second option is Aziz Behich, a very well-rounded left-back. While he may not be amazing, he could certainly help out a second division side. And he will only cost 700k. The first center mid option is Ryan Thomas. He can play defensive and attacking midfield, so he is very well-rounded, at 28 years old. And costing under 1 million, this seems a no-brainer to me. For a higher budget, why not sign Hidemasa Morita from Sporting? This Japanese midfielder is someone who I will sign every year, as he is just so good and well-rounded. Morita will only cost you 15 million, which is a bargain, so I would snap him up instantly. There aren't really and world-class Asian center mids, so I threw in someone who is very underrated. Bernardo Silva is a top player, one of the best midfielders on the world. He will cost a lot of money, around 80 to 90 million, but he is definitely worth it. First up is Garang Kual, a very young promising midfielder. He is only 18 years old and looks very promising with 90 pace already, and has a lot of potential. He is definitely worth the 0.5 million price tag, however you will not be able to sign him in the first season as he is on loan. Someone you can sign in the first season is Koki Sato, a Japanese winger who is only 21 and has a lot of room to improve. At 71 rated already, you should 100 sign him as he costs under 4 million. If you want someone a bit older, why not go for Masaya Okugawa, who will come in at around the same price, at 74 rated and only 27. I think this is a steal and someone who you should definitely go and pick up. For an elite option, it has to be Mitoma, probably the best player that Japan has. He is already a really good player and has plenty of room to improve. You should be able to sign him for around 30 million. A player who is very cheap considering their quality is Junya Ito. Again, another Japanese player who is very quick and has some great stats. He is available to sign for only 12 million, so a very good price. An elite winger is Takefusa Kubo, someone who is in the form of his life in LA Liga. While he may be quite expensive, coming in at around 40 million. Considering he is 22 and already 81 rated, you know he is going to be worth it. Another really promising youngster is Kadai Sano. This guy has really good potential at 19 years old and is a hidden gem. He can progress into a really nice cam and costs only 900k, so someone who is definitely worth signing. Minamino is someone who is rather underrated. As well as playing center forward, he can also play on both wings, so is very versatile. He will only cost around 8.5 million. So someone who is very cheap for the quality that he brings. For the cheap option, we have gone with Koki Ogawa. At 26 years old. He still has potential to improve and could be a very good signing for a lower league club, as he will only cost you around 1 million. If you were looking for someone with a bit more quality and experience, then you should go for Hwang Ui-jo. He will only cost you around 2 million and has had plenty of experience. He can also provide cover on the wing, so someone definitely worth signing, even if IT is as a backup. And finally, IT has to be Son. IT is pretty self-explanatory why you should sign him, one of the best Asian players of all time. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And comment if you want to see more videos like this or any other suggestions.